Have you ever felt trapped by something you did years ago? Maybe it was a mistake, a failure, a bad decision, and no matter how hard you try to move forward, that memory pulls you right back. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Here's the truth most people never hear. Your past is not your identity. It's just something that happened. And today, we're going to talk about how to break free from the story your past is telling you and start writing a new one. Imagine you're walking down a long road. You're trying to move forward, trying to reach something better. But every mistake you've ever made, someone puts it in your backpack. That time you failed the exam, in the backpack. That relationship that fell apart, in the backpack. That job you lost, that dream you gave up, that moment you let someone down, all of it packed in. Now try to run. You can't. That's exactly what happens when we hold on to our past. We don't just remember it, we carry it every single day. And the heavier the backpack, the slower we move. Most people don't realize they're doing this. They think the weight they feel is just who they are, but it's not. It's just the backpack, and backpacks can be put down. Now, here's something interesting. Your brain is not designed to make you happy. It's designed to keep you safe. That's why it remembers bad things more than good things. Psychologists call this the negativity bias. When something embarrassing happens, your brain records it in high definition. But a good day, a win, a moment of joy, your brain barely takes a screenshot. So when you look back at your past, you're not seeing the full picture. You're seeing the highlight reel of everything that went wrong. This tricks you into thinking your past is worse than it was, and that your future will be just as bad. But that's just your brain trying to protect you. It doesn't mean it's true. Here's where it gets really dangerous. Over time, the stories we hear about ourselves become the stories we believe. When you fail a test and someone says, "You're just not smart," you hear it once, you ignore it. You hear it 10 times, you start to wonder. You hear it 100 times, you believe it. And once you believe it, you stop trying. That's the identity trap. You become the label, the slow one, the lazy one, the one who never finishes anything. And here's the worst part. You start protecting that identity. When someone offers you an opportunity, you say, "That's not for me." When a challenge shows up, you quit early because that's just how I am. You're not failing because of who you are, you're failing because of the story you believe about who you are. But here's the most powerful thing about a story. It can be changed. Right now, in your mind, you are the author. You hold the pen. The characters, the events, the failures, those already happened. You can't erase the pages, but you can write new ones. Think about this. Every single person who has ever transformed their life started by changing the story they told themselves. They didn't wait until they were successful. They changed the story first and the success followed. The student who failed 3 times and became a doctor. The person who lost everything at 40 and built a business at 41. They all started with one simple sentence. My past doesn't define me. Here's the deepest truth in this entire video. Are you ready? Your past is not a prison. It is a classroom. Every painful experience taught you something. Every failure made you stronger. Every wrong turn showed you the right path. The problem isn't the past. The problem is that we treat it like a sentence, like we've been judged, convicted, and locked away. But what if you treated it like a lesson? What if every mistake was just your teacher being a little too honest? The moment you shift from "I am my past" to "I learned from my past," everything changes. So what do you actually do with all of this? Here are 5 simple steps you can start today. Step 1. Write down 3 past failures. Next to each one, write one thing you learned. Just one. It rewires how your brain sees those memories. Step 2. Replace "I am" with "I used to." Instead of saying "I am lazy," say "I used to struggle with motivation." That small shift separates you from the old pattern. Step 3. Take one small action today that your old self wouldn't take. Make the call, send the message, start the habit. Prove to your brain that the old story is over. Step 4. Build a new identity through tiny daily actions. Identity is not what you say, it's what you do. Every small action is a vote for who you're becoming. Step 5. Choose your future self. Every morning, ask yourself, what would the person I want to become do today? Then do that thing. Just one thing. Your past happened. You can't undo it. But it does not have the power to stop you unless you give it that power. You are not your worst moment. You are not your biggest mistake. You are not the label someone put on you years ago. You are a person who woke up today, who is still here, who still has a chance. And that chance, that's everything. Remember, the past is where you've been. not where you're going. Now close this video and go write your next chapter.